As we speak, COVID-19 is taking over the world, one country at a time. This has an effect on all of us. But for many of us second-year journalism students at London South Bank University, this meant a sad end to our second year, with some of us having to return to our home countries and others, like myself, having to return from our trips abroad. Although we may be miles apart, we have come together as a class to share our stories from around the world and show you that if we stick together, everything is going to be okay.
Speaking from Toronto, Canada.
I'm in Corsica, France.
I'm in Arnhem, the Netherlands.
I was in Australia.
We are in Marrakesh, in the country of Morocco.
And I live in the United Kingdom.
And I was in Spain.
And now I'm in Södertälje, Sweden.
Hello, Craig Fergus here, speaking from Toronto, Canada. It is Saturday, March 21st. It's 7:30 p.m. I'm currently outside of the CN Tower, one of Toronto's most famous landmarks, and there is no one around because there's no official lockdown in this province, which is Ontario. However, there is currently 1,300 confirmed cases of coronavirus in the country, so people are just keeping safe, keeping indoors, practicing social distancing. And I'm currently the only international student standing because everyone else has decided to go home, which will probably be my fate.
Hi, I'm Juliana, I'm in Corsica, France. Today it's March 23rd, it's 4 p.m. and there are currently 16,000 cases of COVID-19. So the current situation is that we can't go out because the country is under a lockdown. So the only way to go out is with this paper. So it's written basically 5 options where you can go out for a doctor appointment, to go to do some grocery shopping and things like this. So without this paper you can't go out. If they are police and they are arresting you, you have to pay a fine if you don't have the paper. It's pretty hard to live in these conditions because we don't know what will happen in the future. I guess only time will tell us what will happen. So yeah, currently I'm stuck at home and it's been 1 week since I came back from London. So I'm with my family and everybody is safe, so that's what counts.
Hello, I'm Georgina Blackwell and I'm in Arnhem, the Netherlands. It is Sunday the 29th of March, 5:31 p.m. and there are currently 10,866 cases of COVID-19. So I've actually just come back from my Erasmus in Barcelona, Spain. Under the circumstances, it made sense to come home and be with our families. However, because Spain obviously is really bad, there's almost 80,000 cases, I believe. It means I'm on a self-isolation period, so I can't actually hug my family or spend time with them, which is really sad, but I am glad to be here with them. Here in the Netherlands, they've banned public gatherings and like shops and bars and restaurants have closed, so it's only supermarkets and pharmacies that are open. However, they're not on an official lockdown, it's more of an advisory lockdown, so people are being advised not to go out. Compared to Spain, it feels very laid back because obviously in Spain there were police everywhere. I was on a complete lockdown, so it's quite crazy. But I kind of live in like the countryside of the Netherlands anyway, so I don't really see people outside, so I don't really know what the cities look like. But I'm just hoping that people are listening to the advisory lockdown and actually staying inside.
Hello, I was in Australia and right now in Australia would be 8:40 p.m. on a Monday. Unfortunately, I had to come back home, so back in the UK because of the coronavirus. This because Australia is still not in an emergency case, but they closed all the borders within Australia itself, so even domestic flights are closed and so are international flights. So unfortunately I had to go back home, although I was really keen and wanting to stay in Australia, but coronavirus wouldn't allow me to.
Hello and welcome to my beautiful city. We are in Marrakesh, in the country of Morocco. It's 4 p.m. and I'm Yasmine Taviot. There is 86 confirmed cases in Morocco with 2 cure and 1 death. The country closed its border in last Friday, I think. So it's been a week now that all travels have been banned, and since yesterday we are in quarantine. we're really proud of how like the government has managed the coronavirus outbreak, because as you can guess, Morocco don't have the same health institution and resources as other countries in Europe, for example. So after only 7 cases, confirmed cases, the king decided to close the border, and here we are.
Hi, my name is Saffron and I live in the United Kingdom. Today's date is the 30th of March 2020, and currently there are 19,522 cases of coronavirus in the UK. One of the most affected places is London, where I actually live, and one of the most affected boroughs is the borough of Lambeth. That's actually where I'm living currently, and I believe there's 212 cases here, but of course that's only expected to rise. I think one of the most difficult parts to all of this is the fact that you don't really know what's going to happen. You don't know how long you're going to be in isolation. Like, I don't know if I can plan to go on holiday. I don't know if I can plan that I'm going to be going back to uni. I literally have no idea what's going to happen. It's such an uncertain time, and I think that's probably the most difficult part to all of this.
My name's Jada Scott, and I was in Spain, but now I'm back in the UK. The reason I returned to the UK is because the number of cases in Spain of coronavirus were almost triple what they were in the UK, and my university felt that it wasn't safe enough for me to stay out there anymore. The UK's Foreign Secretary also announced that all Brits were expected to return in the next 48 hours to avoid them being stuck abroad, and I did not want to be stuck abroad, so I returned back home. In Spain, the lockdown meant that we weren't allowed to leave our houses, and if we did, we would receive a fine, and the only time we were allowed to leave was to go to the supermarket or the pharmacy. If the police felt that you were lying, or you weren't going where you were meant to be going, or you were just out on the streets for no reason, then they would issue you with a fine or a formal warning. Thankfully, I did not receive a fine, but I was stopped by police, I think 4 times, and told to go home. I think it's crazy to see the difference in lockdown and conditions from Spain to the UK, and I feel as though if people in the UK don't start taking it seriously, we would just end up as bad as Spain, and Spain has literally just overtaken China in their cases of coronavirus numbers, and it'll be sad if the UK goes that way, but that's what it looks like we're heading to.
Hello, I'm Miryam Rafo, and now I'm in Södertälje, Sweden. It's the 24th of March, and now we have 2,286 cases in Sweden, and the government is giving advices us not to go out, like just to take a walk if we feel we need to do exercises and such stuff, but we don't have lockdown and we are not forbidden to go out. People normally are going out and they are not staying at home, to be honest, but you can feel that the people are really worried about what's happening, but at the same time they're not staying at home, they are leaving their homes, they're going out. And even yesterday it was sunny day here in Sweden, so the people went out to take some sun, some vitamin C, and we still don't have lockdown here.
So there is one thing which helps me right now, and that is that we're all in this together and everything will be alright.
Everything's going to be okay eventually. It's just going to take time.
But remember, it is going to be okay in the end.
Everything is going to be okay, guys. Stay safe.
Everything will be okay. Everyone is in this together.
We really need to stick together and just look after your families, stay home.
Everything is going to be okay.
Obviously, the situation's a bit of a tough one right now to handle. I know it's hard, but stick together.
Let's just stay really strong.
Everything is going to be okay.
Stay safe, sit this one through, and hopefully we'll come out on the other side even stronger.
Everything's going to be okay.
We are LSBU journalists.
And this is from us to you.